Hello everyone, and welcome to an in-depth exploration of cortisol, a steroid hormone with far-reaching effects on human physiology. While widely recognized as the stress hormone, cortisol's functions extend well beyond stress response. In this video, we'll delve into its intricate mechanisms of action, its regulation, and its profound impact on various physiological systems. Cortisol synthesis occurs primarily in the zona fasciculata of the adrenal cortex. It's derived from cholesterol through a series of enzymatic reactions. The process is initiated by the release of corticotropin-releasing hormone, CRH, from the hypothalamus. CRH stimulates the anterior pituitary to secrete adrenocorticotropic hormone, ACTH. ACTH then acts on the adrenal cortex to enhance cortisol production. Cortisol circulates in the bloodstream, bound to plasma proteins, mainly corticosteroid-binding globulin, CBG. This binding prolongs cortisol's half-life and provides a reservoir of the hormone. Only the unbound or free cortisol is biologically active. The regulation of cortisol secretion is a classic example of negative feedback. Elevated cortisol levels inhibit the release of CRH from the hypothalamus and ACTH from the pituitary, thus maintaining hormonal homeostasis. This intricate feedback loop ensures that cortisol levels are tightly controlled and responsive to the body's needs. Cortisol exerts its effects by binding to intracellular receptors, primarily the glucocorticoid receptor, GR. The GR is a nuclear receptor, meaning it resides within the cell's cytoplasm and translocates to the nucleus upon cortisol binding. Once in the nucleus, the cortisol GR complex interacts with specific DNA sequences called glucocorticoid response elements, GREs. This interaction modulates gene transcription, either increasing or decreasing the production of specific proteins. The resulting changes in protein synthesis underlie the diverse physiological effects of cortisol. It's important to note that these genomic effects typically occur over hours to days, contrasting with the more rapid non-genomic actions of cortisol. In addition to its classical genomic actions, cortisol can also elicit rapid non-genomic effects. These effects are mediated by membrane-bound receptors or interactions with membrane-associated enzymes. Non-genomic actions can occur within seconds to minutes and are involved in various processes, including cellular signaling and ion transport. While the precise mechanisms of non-genomic cortisol actions are still being elucidated, their importance in mediating rapid responses to stress and other stimuli is becoming increasingly recognized. Cortisol plays a central role in regulating energy metabolism. It stimulates gluconeogenesis in the liver, increasing glucose production. This is crucial during fasting or stress to maintain adequate blood glucose levels for the brain and other tissues. Cortisol also promotes the mobilization of amino acids from muscle and the breakdown of triglycerides in adipose tissue, providing substrates for gluconeogenesis. However, chronic elevation of cortisol can lead to insulin resistance and contribute to the development of metabolic disorders such as type 2 diabetes and obesity. The precise mechanisms by which cortisol induces insulin resistance are complex and involve multiple pathways in target tissues. The hypothalamic pituitary adrenal, HPA axis, is the body's primary stress response system. Stressful stimuli activate the hypothalamus to release CRH, initiating the cascade that leads to cortisol secretion. The resulting increase in cortisol helps the body adapt to stress by mobilizing energy reserves, increasing cardiovascular tone, and suppressing non-essential functions like digestion and reproduction. While this acute stress response is adaptive, chronic stress and prolonged cortisol elevation can have detrimental effects on physical and mental health. Cortisol has significant effects on the immune system, generally acting as an immunosuppressant. It can suppress inflammation by inhibiting the production of inflammatory mediators and reducing the activity of immune cells. While this can be beneficial in preventing excessive inflammation, chronic cortisol elevation can impair immune function and increase susceptibility to infections. Beyond metabolism and immunity, cortisol also influences bone metabolism, cardiovascular function, and cognitive function. Its complex actions highlight its importance in maintaining overall homeostasis. Both excessively high and low levels of cortisol can lead to health problems. Cushing's syndrome results from prolonged exposure to high levels of cortisol. Symptoms can include weight gain, particularly in the face and upper back, muscle weakness, and skin changes. Conversely, Addison's disease is characterized by insufficient cortisol production. This can lead to fatigue, muscle weakness, weight loss, and low blood pressure. Diagnosing these conditions often involves blood tests to measure cortisol levels and assess the function of the adrenal and pituitary glands. In summary, cortisol is a multifaceted hormone with essential roles in metabolism, stress response, and overall homeostasis. Its actions, mediated through both genomic and non-genomic mechanisms, are tightly regulated by the HPA axis. While crucial for adaptation, chronic cortisol imbalances can contribute to various health problems. Understanding cortisol's complexity is vital for both basic science and clinical medicine. Thank you for watching. If you found this video informative, please consider subscribing for more content like this, give it a thumbs up, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our future discussions.